Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gaze Dimension project. My name is Dr. Panita Sharif from the School of Computing. Let me start first by introducing myself. I am in the School of Computing. I'm an associate professor. I direct the Software Engineering Research and Empirical Studies Lab. My research interests are in software engineering, eye tracking, program comprehension, and conducting empirical studies online with eye trackers. So let me start by addressing the problem we face. Currently, in the domain of team sports, there is no precise way of knowing where athletes are looking at while they watch film, or even when they are training on the field. Now, this becomes hard to coach them because the coaches don't exactly know what they're looking at in the moment. They have to ask them in retrospect to remember what they focus their eyes on and hence their attention. So our solution is to solve this by tracking athlete gaze during the tasks, basically in the moment that they're doing them. This hopefully will lead to training efficiency, where you can target problem areas quickly. You can evaluate athletes based on a gaze score, and then the coaches can give them focused corrective training instruction so that they can improve and better make decisions. You can also have a novice athlete view an expert actually watch film and see what they're looking for and what they catch. So the customer segment for our project basically is the team sport domain. Now you can pick any sport here you'd like that you're comfortable with. Football is more of a contact sport versus golf is less. Choose something that's more familiar to you. The stakeholders here are mainly the coaches, the athletes, the recruiters, companies like Huddle, because they actually produce film. You also have community stakeholders like the fans, referees, coordinators, scouts, various consulting companies. The value proposition here is that currently there is nothing existing out there that collects eye tracking data in an objective way. So there are two parts to this. In training, coaches can get immediate feedback while they're on the field as to what they're looking at. And in film watching, you can actually see what they're viewing as they're viewing film. Athletes typically spend up to 2 hours a day watching film, and that's a lot of time that they can better spend viewing film in the most effective way. This will help them recognize decisions and then improve their performance in the future. This is the overall ecosystem. We start off, basically Gaze Dimension is accessed via the web portal. And then the athletes and the coaches, they register. And then maybe the coaches give the athletes to view a certain set of film clips. They then record their gaze as they're viewing the clip and save that into the portal on the back end. And then the post-processing step, this is where the generate analytics and evaluation metrics come in. That's the thing that actually generates those eye tracking metrics. Now, let me talk a little bit about collecting the data on watching film. We'd like to use a webcam to do this so that we can try to reach as many users as possible. There are other ways we can also do this using an eye tracker, but that's not accessible to a lot of people. So we'd like to stick with the webcam and a laptop. So here's an example of a video that I just took of a person watching a football game, and you can see the red circles denote fixations, and then the circle radius denotes the amount of time they spent on that particular location. Now, with watching film, you basically will get this type of metric. The saccades basically is the navigation. You can see that how the player moves between different fixations as they're viewing the game. So I want to talk a little bit about how eye trackers work. The tracker itself does not know what is shown on the screen. All it tells you is a specific pixel coordinate that you're looking at. It's up to the application to decide what that maps to in terms of an object that you're viewing. Now, because with video, the object is a video that changes, you have to keep track of what happens in that dynamic video. So to give you an overview, in the web portal, you basically can record the gaze on video. You should be able to play back as an athlete, and then you should be able to see some metrics based off of your history of viewing video across time. The coaches can also provide some feedback in terms of updated instruction for athletes. That generate analytics aspect of it is crucial because that's where you're going to write the majority of the logic of the application, where you're going to detect the data such as the fixations and the post-processing, detecting the objects and so on. In terms of hardware and software, you have the webcam and the laptop. You might be able to also use a tracker if you so choose. I have that available. In terms of software, for the webcam, you will need to use the WebGazer JavaScript library. That's open source. There's also another company that uses WebGazer on the backend, Reali.io. In terms of UI development, you can use pretty much any stack that the team is comfortable using. And then you need some sort of post-processing image library, such as OpenCV. I will be the main point of contact for the project. My grad student, Kangil, will also help with the domain knowledge of eye tracking. Thank you for listening. Looking forward to working with you.